to pick him, I think.
All right, I like Mike Brown. I also like Blazusiak, but I think I'm going to pick the consistency of the number 2 machine and Jeff Aaron, especially as the rocks in this course have gotten so wet. But I do want to do this. I want to pick a little bit of a wild card, the dark horse, possibly, in Kevin Rookstool.
Yeah, he rode really good in the heat race. The greatest thing about Enduro X is we really have no idea what is going to happen.
Rookstool is the number 8 machine. Just so we're clear, when we are getting close, the 30-second board is up. And it is soon to go sideways. Blazusiak, let's point it out. He's in a bad starting position, way out to the left.
Wow, Jeff Aaron getting a little slow start there.
Rookstool and Brown to the front. And this is where Rookstool looking back at Mike Brown to the number 8 machine into the lead early out of the hole shot. And we have some competitors up front. Brown on the number 311 and then the number 33 machine, of course, Taylor Robert. Watch this, a punch up on the inside.
Look at Jeff Aaron making the moves. And those long legs really helping getting around the rocks.
Long legs, methodical, 2-wheel drive motorcycle, and he wants to go to the inside and try to get by Brown.
Wow,
He does it. He charges over. I know we mentioned it earlier, but he is a 10-time national trials champion. Balance and control are his expertise. Racing, not so much.
Mike Brown, the racer, throwing a little block pass in there.
He threw some contact.
Oh, yeah.
Brownie's not afraid. And going around a little bit of lumber there. Look at this.
Wow.
Blazusiak. Not a great start, but Blazusiak is on Aaron right now. Look at that inside line. Aaron using the 2-wheel drive motorcycle, sweeping around the inside. And oh no, what's the problem?
The 2-wheel drive Honda, I mean, I think there's an advantage in some of the spots here. The long legs don't hurt either, but these guys are going to battle.
And, of course, Honda doesn't make a factory 2-wheel drive. That is an aftermarket product. A company called Christini builds that, and Aaron, obviously, really.
Mike Brown looking over, throwing a block pass on Caddy.
And not only that, but we got Cody Webb in the mix on the 247, our current national trials champion here in the United States.
And Webb, man, he's looking really good.
Solid. All of these riders, so solid. And to watch them ride at so many events has been such a privilege. The skill and the consistency with basically all chaos breaking out around. Look at Brown trying to race those lines. He knows Aaron's weakness, if there is one, is the racing ability, the motocross racing, so to speak. That's not what Aaron's background is in. It is in trials. The background of Mike Brown is in motocross and supercross racing.
Caddy getting around Cody Webb there.
It took Taddy also with the background in trials. Going to the inside of Brown.
Wow,
making
nice
the
move.
pass for now. So he got by Webb and Brown.
Nice move.
So 2 of the favorites. Brown is not giving up.
Oh, no.
And now he's got the inside line. He'll take Taddy wide, and he does.
Teammates, huh?
Well, you know, teammates at the semi, but not on the track, right?
Yeah.
Brown with a good line around those logs with Taddy. More airtime off the big tires. Taddy is a smart rider, though. He knows Brown's characteristics.
Yeah, he knows it's slow and race.
Lap 4 of 10. Our 3 leaders all right on top of each other. And Aaron not getting the foot down position. He likes that pivot. Oh! And Blazusiak saves it, but gives Brown some breathing room.
Yeah, Jeff Aaron riding a great race right in front, minding his own business.
A shout out, the 4th place position. You saw a glimpse there of the blue machine, Joachim Youngren. And look at this, Blazusiak side by side with Brown. Brown does not want to give this up. Brown is one tough customer.
Brown using his motocross skills over the log jump there. He's done that a few times with Taddy, and he's probably Taddy's getting frustrated with that move.
To not have, if Taddy were not to win this race, although Brown and Aaron are very capable, it would be a huge upset.
Yeah, no, for sure. Taddy's dominant in this series. Dominant in Extreme Enduro.
5-time Erzberg winner.
Yeah, for him to not win this race, he would be very disappointed.
Mike Brown, the only rider in the top 3 that has never won in Enduro X. Last year, Blazusiak won all but one round. Brown! Oh! Jeff Garrett is down! Uncharacteristic. And look at this. Mike Brown is hung up, and guess who's in the lead?
Yeah. As you said, Danny knows that this race is going to be a long race.
I'll tell you this. After hanging around at the series at the event and watching Blazusiak ride, you can never, ever, ever count him out in any way.
No.
Sure, we're talking about the possibilities, but and let us be clear. Anybody can fall over. Blazusiak has had his problems here tonight at Enduro X, so it's not a sure thing. And Mike Brown is giving charge, looking for his first ever win in this sport. And Jeremy, one thing that Blazusiak does have for the most part right now is a clean track in front of him. How important is that?
Yeah, well, it's really important in my book. I mean, he knows he's in the lead. He's got a good clean track in front of him. Won't have to worry about anything until he comes up on some lappers. But we've seen him have his trouble tonight, as it has everybody. I think if Mike Brown kind of stays as close as he can, tries to put as much pressure on him as he can, you never know what'll happen.
This would be huge for the boys in orange, of course. KTM riders. Taddy Blazusiak from Poland knocking a barrier, a tough block, into the course behind him, not on purpose, but causes Mike Brown a momentary hesitation. And here comes a lapper in front of Blazusiak. And being here in the main event, the lappers are great riders. So for the most part, they shouldn't have a problem either riding near, around, or by. There's Rookstool, who was our early leader. We've talked about his skills, and he is hung up in that wet rock section. Blazusiak stopping at nothing.
Now, so he's really got his rhythm now.
It's very impressive to watch him ride. Lap 8 of 10. The gap now to Brown is 5.5 seconds about. Justin Soule has moved into that 3rd position. More obstacles, tough blocks we talked about in the course. Soule looks to be possibly within striking distance of Brown. If Brown are... Sorry, I was looking, that's the 33, that's the lapper bike, and that is Blazusiak. So I thought that was the riders behind Soule and Brown, but Blazusiak, hailing from Poland, 2-time champion in the Enduro X Series. Looks like he's going to get it started with the win if nothing happens here. Should be getting
5-time, 2 laps Erzberg winner.
that is an amazing statistic.
The toughest race in the world.
Which you have raced, Jeremy.
I have had some experience with that, and this guy makes that stuff look easy.
And actually, farther back in the pack, a little bit of a tangle up with the lapper has cost Justin Soule that 3rd place position. Jungren is now in the 3rd position, the European rider from Sweden. And Mike Brown
got a big lead on 3rd place, so all he's got to do is kind of mind his P's and Q's, get around the track, not worry about it. He'll have himself a silver.
And guess what? Blazusiak has this corner to go on the 111. And he will be getting the white flag. There it is coming out. 1 lap to go. The final event of this X Games number 17. Handing out 3 more medals. And right now, Taddy Blazusiak looks to be in position to earn his first ever gold at the X Games. And I gotta say, I am impressed with Enduro X racing. What a fun event this is to watch.
These guys, the 3rd place battle here is shaking up between Jungren and Justin Soule. These guys are going for it.
They definitely are on this last lap, charging it. And there is your leader, Blazusiak. And a quick glimpse there, we saw Soule, who is chasing Jungren. Your leader has 1 more corner and a few more obstacles. And he will be a gold medal. Oh!
Wow. Jungren hitting the log, going over the bars.
There it is. You can see it. Blazusiak wins. And just there, a quick look at Jungren down. Justin Soule now in that third position. Mike Brown, the veteran of Motocross, second place with the silver. This. Soule right there on the number 3, third in the series last year on Enduro Cross, and he starts the series off. As I said, this is Enduro X, but it is a race within the series this year. And there's Blazuzziak. Knows when he steps over the front. Great bike control. Playing to the fans. How stoked is he?
Oh, what a great race. He kind of sat in there, battled with those guys, put a little pressure on him.
The goggles into the stands for the fans. Blazuzziak, a great personality and spokesperson for Enduro Cross and off-road motorcycling, pulling off the win here at Enduro X, and that is the 21st gold medal of this X Games number 17. It's amazing where we have come. And of course, the United States Navy presents Breakthrough Performance. The starting gate dropped, and Mike Brown and Kevin Rookstool right in the mix early. And wow, that log rolled out, caught by one of the riders and pulled into the track. Everybody clean to the first turn. The first time I think we've seen that tonight. And so right there, Rookstool gets caught up. Mike Brown going to the front. All the big hitters to the front, and Blazuzziak going to the inside of Mike Brown. Mike Brown did not want to give that up.
No, he didn't want to give it up. He's using his moto skills there to jump past him on the inside. It took Taddy a few laps to get by him, but once he did, he was on a roll.
And a misplaced or miscue there by Jeff Aaron put Blazuzziak into the front, and Aaron was no longer a factor. Gold medal for Poland's Taddy Blazuzziak here at Enduro X. And at the end, this is the battle for third. It looked like Lundgren just purely mistimed that, didn't get his front wheel up. And Justin Soule, who he was battling with, took that third position for the bronze. And Taddy, your winner, who is now with Aaron Bates.
Staples Center is on their feet, chanting and cheering and admiring the resilience of Taddy Blazuzziak. Taddy, take us through how creative you guys had to be tonight to overcome all of these obstacles.
Man, I'm gonna have to watch it on TV first, because you know when you're racing you're just so much into it and you just try to push yourself to the limit, and that's what I did, you know. And yeah, you gotta like take decision in split of a second, and this is racing, you know. I'm really happy. I had a steady start. I wasn't like going over my head, and you know, just worked my way through, and I'm really happy to be up here, you know, really happy to have my teammate Mike Brown second, and big thanks to all my sponsors, KTM, Red Bull, Fox, TCX, iRock, you know. I think it's been a great night, long night. It took me a while to get the main, but yeah, we did it. I'm really happy.
Congratulations on putting the finishing touches here at X Games 17. Taddy Blazuzziak walking away with his first X Games gold medal.